I've got some empty wagons again. Here's the creek crossing. And for some stupid reason, I guess I'm gonna pull a Nick and try to take the truck across pulling 3 wagons. Oh boy. Well, the wagons are empty, but this is gonna be bouncy. That side's dry. Low. Oh, punch it. Whee! Well, we're on the dry now. Well, we were on the dry. Tires are wet. We may have to lose a wagon or two. But we're far enough, we can just come over with the picker and get these. Hey, not everybody roll back. Get the grass got us. It's deceptively, well, I mean, there's some dry bits and there's some not dry bits, but I don't have to worry about taking the picker across. That's good. Just got to find a log, block the tires, and we'll drag this all up with a picker. Oh, the corn picker lost some snow since last time we saw it, so that's good. No snow today. It's actually somewhat warm, about 50 degrees. Engine's in the sunlight. I guess we'll try cranking it without go juice. We can give it a whirl. Give a little bit of throttle just because this is a lot to, you guys there. Turn the key. This is pressure oil pressure switch bypass. Let it idle a few minutes, but that wasn't too bad. I'm mildly surprised and mostly happy. We'll close the door because if we have a cab, might as well enjoy having a cab, but we can open the side windows for kicks and giggles. Well, let's go get our wagons. Get to picking corn. Well, we're all hooked up. Time to creep forward and bring our wagon trying along with us. Drop a wagon or two. We'll need that later. I might as well leave the pin in the back and just leave one pin, say, with the picker pulling wagons. Assuming this area back here will be close enough, because we'll be working right there and we'll be working our way that way towards the front. Hopefully the camera shows off the severe flatness. And as we pick, we'll see some of the severe wetness. Doesn't it look so good in the light? Not in the dark, like we were for quite a bit last time. Maybe I can get Dad to drive for a round or two so I can get some video besides just standing here watching it from a distance, doing nothing. Dry, not as gritty. wagon's getting full, so guess what time it is? There's many more husks now. It's not quite as clean a load as when we were doing this in the snow, and I kind of figured that. But it happens. The point is we're getting this stuff before it gets muddy, and it's just gonna have to be okay. A lot of the ears have a few husks missing. Like you can see by how white they are versus this exposed part that's got all that mold started on it. So quite a bit of these are fairly clean, but I'm gonna do some sweat work here real quick to make sure we get as much on this load as possible. see how clean I have the windows and how much they glare. But we'll take one final in-cab view. I got a few outside shots as best as I could, placing the camera around. I don't want to necessarily run it through this picker just yet. I will have more chances to do so. it's much slower without the snow falling. That was much more fun the other night. I felt like I was able to pick quicker, and maybe just having the snow falling made it feel faster. But I'm definitely creeping along more now. Trying to give the husking bed a chance. I guess it's not too horrendous in the wagon. It's getting it a lot cleaner than I think it looks when I look back there and watch it fall in. I don't know how well you guys can see that. That window's a little dirty, but there's some loose stuff. You know, it's just some wispy, light, leafy material, maybe some silk that's, you know, making it through and going up the elevator. So it looks worse, I think, than what it really is in the wagon. Hey, it's gonna look really good when it's out of the field before it turns into a muddy mess. So we'll take it and we'll enjoy that aspect of it, that we're not needing the lovely rice tires on here too much. We're just out there looking cool. Well, I'm gonna keep driving. Hopefully you guys have seen enough to satisfy your viewing needs of the machine. Unfortunately, Dad did not stick around. He dropped me wagons at the front of the field and left, so I could have been back here like dying and Dad wouldn't have known, other than the fact that I wouldn't have answered the call on my phone when he called and said he left wagons. So, yep. We'll have to wait a while until I can get anybody to drive. Not anybody. No, we ain't doing that. We all know who that refers to. Maybe I can get Adam or Brennan if Dad won't drive for me. Well, we'll see you guys with more fun farming adventures. Well, isn't this just lovely? I think it must have been a little too wet to replant here, based on the fact there's no corn, and I must have been having troubles. I kind of feel a bit of a rut that I'm falling in from planting and replanting, and I can kind of see it right there in front of the snout. So we get to make some real quick progress across the field. Good thing it's been good and dry, or else that would be too much fun in most years. And we're slowly coming back into corn, and we'll slow this buggy back down.